Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Check the Pulse of Husker Nation. Brought to you by Nebraska Spine Hospital. Hope you fine folks at home are enjoying this really unusual, crazy year and summer. And for those who've watched the show in the past, you probably noticed this shirt. You probably noticed that I've worn it a few times before. Why? Because I really freaking like it. Number one, it's comfortable. Number two, I think it kind of looks good even though it is a little bit older. But number three, that relentless attitude. If things aren't going well, you don't just give up. You don't just tap out like this fighter in UFC who's getting his butt whipped sideways. I understand why they do it. They don't want broken bones. My point is you don't just give up. Okay, relentless. So over the past week or so, head strength and conditioning coach for the Huskers, Zach Duvall, has tweeted about a dozen or more videos of Huskers squatting, benching, curling, and doing push-pull circuit with upwards of 500, 600, almost 700 pounds. Now, he also posted a picture because he had to do a little search online. He also had to order a heavier squat bar, which for some ungodly reason is known as a Texas squat bar. Had to go from most squat bars weigh 45 pounds. This one weighs 55. Okay, because some of the current bars they have too much flex in them because of all the weight that's being put on them. Now, last year, I've mentioned this in the show, all right? There seemed to be the same couple of guys that were always being posted in these lifting videos. This year, there's several different guys that are being shown in these lifting videos that Zach Duvall is putting out. And here's something to note. When I watch their squats, it's a lot of weight, but they're getting good depth. Some people put on a lot of weight, and they ain't getting a whole lot of depth. They're getting pretty good depth with all this weight on there. So I love seeing that. Now, I know when some people see these videos, because they've been posted in the past, they roll their eyes. Okay, this hasn't worked the past 2 years. I don't want to see this. My reaction is really? So we should just give up and quit working. Relentless. All right, now lifting a ton of weight doesn't automatically make you a better football player. But if 2 + 2 = 4, then the bigger, the faster, and the stronger you are, the better you can potentially be at football. All right, now, some recruiting is very important. Let me be very clear. Recruiting is very important, but some people only care about recruiting rankings now. And I understand that recruiting is a direct correlation to teams who've been in the playoffs. I could also point out that there's a direct correlation in the past. Callahan had some great classes, didn't go well. We almost always have the highest ranked recruiting class in the Big Ten West, yet we haven't won the division. Here's my point. Recruiting freaking matters. If you don't think that I think that, you're out of your ever-loving mind. Recruiting matters. But Husker power, what do you do once those players are in the building? What do you do once you've got them? Are you just, hey, they're really talented, let's roll? Or are you actually making them better? Husker power has always been our advantage, or at least it was for a very long time. I had a recent conversation with Boyd Epley. All right, the man who started basically lifting and combining that with sports into one. He is the guy who did that. The game of the century, all right, against Oklahoma. All right, 1971. We probably don't win that game without Husker power because nobody else was really lifting except for Nebraska. You go back to the previous Orange Bowl when Taggy reaches over on the quarterback sneak, game-winning touchdown against LSU. Probably don't win the 70 national championship without Husker power. I don't think LSU was quite putting the work in the weight room as Nebraska was because they actually thought it was a bad idea. There have been players back then who were actually suspended for working out because they thought it would hurt your performance. 95 Orange Bowl versus Nebraska. My God, we don't win that game without Husker power. If I have to explain why that made a difference, you need to educate yourself as a Husker fan. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Recruiting matters. Practice matters. Husker power matters. If you've got a race car, all right, and it's got a phenomenal engine, and somebody told you could make that engine half again stronger, bigger, faster, stronger, would you not do it if it was legal? You know how much better you would be? Regardless of what guys are recruited, okay? Once they're in the building, are we going to make them bigger, faster, stronger? Are we going to make their race car engines better? That's the question. That's the answer that Husker power can give to Husker fans. Now, I'm glad to see videos being posted of not just a couple of guys, but several guys from the team, okay? Again, this doesn't automatically make you a great football player, but it exponentially raises your potential, all right? Until next time, Husker Nation, Husker power, go big red, and always remember to throw the bombs. Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.